A brand new US submarine project set to be delivered in 2031 could be left dead in the water before it's even got going. It is being compared too to America's most costly fighter jet, the F-35, which has been widely slammed by experts for its technical failures. Miguel Francis Santiago reports.
Meet the Columbia-class submarines, the U.S. Navy's ambitious project to replace old nuclear submarines set to be decommissioned from 2027. 12 ballistic missile submarines will carry 70% of America's nuclear arsenal and are supposed to be packed with new technologies.
The Columbia-class submarine program is well positioned to provide needed capability at an affordable price on the timeline needed to meet national strategic deterrent requirements.
The new class isn't expected to enter service until 2031, but already at a design stage, it's causing some huge concerns. The U.S. Government Accountability Office's latest report highlights quite a few problems with the super project. Some of the technology is yet to be developed. Heavy delays are expected, and the costs could skyrocket.
Columbia class is not funded adequately to address program risks. It is more likely than not the Columbia class program will exceed the Navy's $128 billion estimate of total acquisition cost.
Ambitious, expensive, and of big strategic importance. Ring a bell, anyone? Columbia submarines are already being compared to the F-35 fighter jet, the U.S. military's most costly and arguably most mischievous project. The F-35 assessment reports have pointed to at least 276 deficiencies in combat performance, marked as critical to correct. From unacceptable flight performance when breaking the sound barrier to overheating problems and cybersecurity vulnerabilities. Hundreds of issues of all kinds. So why would the U.S. pursue another ambitious project and insist it's flawless despite worrying assessments?
Called front loading. You make a lot of big promises up front that this wonderful new technology is going to work just perfectly, and then you hook in Congress to commit to funding something like this. And as with the F-35, once things don't work as planned, then it's not very easy to get off the hook because they've already committed the money up front to get the project started. It's something that the military-industrial complex, together with the Pentagon, has done for decades. Congress has a long history of appropriating money for weapon systems and other military equipment that the Pentagon neither wants nor needs. So ultimately, this is a political issue.
Well, you see, unfortunately, the Columbia-class submarine could mark the next big sinking of American taxpayers' money. I mean, look, the U.S. has the largest military budget of all, yet a massive chunk of it is wasted on disastrous projects, which are still being carried out only because they are too big to fail. Miguel Francis Santiago, RT.